Hey everyone, happy Monday. I'm recording this on Sunday and it is beautiful out right now. Hopefully, you all got outside, went for a walk, maybe helped around the house with some yard work. But welcome back to this is now our sixth week of distance learning. So, for those of you that have been keeping up, thank you very much for staying engaged in this whole process. I know it's tough, but I'm happy to hear from you guys each day. Keep some normal about all this. If you haven't been keeping up, please do so. You'll see your grade isn't too great right now, but please make that up and you'll be all set. Okay, so today we're going to move on to section 8.3, which is on mortgages, which is it's going to be a really cool section. We're going to look at different types of mortgages, some good, some bad, and really what we should be looking at when it comes to applying for a mortgage. Okay, so some terms that we'll be looking at the next couple of days are here. Again, if you're really interested, you can go into your textbook and kind of see what these mean right now. But you'll be seeing these words used throughout. Today, we're going to focus on just the monthly payment and how much interest we end up paying during the life of a mortgage. And then we'll move on to some other things tomorrow. Wednesday, really identifying, how much we can afford for a mortgage payment and whatnot. All right, so a little throwback question we're going to do today is use your favorite formula of all time, which is our monthly payment formula, which we did way back in chapter 3. Okay, so as a quick reminder, M stands for monthly payment. So we're going to find out how much we pay per month towards our mortgage. P is the principal, so that's how much we borrowed for a mortgage. So if we took out a $200,000 mortgage, P in that case would be $200,000. R is our interest rate. Again, don't forget you always have to write that as a decimal. So if our interest rate was 5%, we'd have to write R as 0.05. Okay, and then T up here in this exponent stands for time, which we always measure in years. So we'll be looking today at two types of mortgages, a 15-year and a 30-year. So T in that case is either going to be 15 or 30. Basically, it's how long the mortgage is for. Okay, and when I go through each question, guys, I'm going to try to be really clear about where the parentheses go, because that's really, what the issue might be, is where those parentheses have to go. All right, so let's do an example here. So Heather's planning on buying a house, and she has some money for a down payment already. She sees a home that she would like and computes that she would need to borrow $190,000 from a bank over a 30-year period. So the APR, which is the annual percentage rate, which is our interest rate, is 6.4%. So based on that, then, what will be her total interest for the 30 years? Okay, so we're going to kind of break this down into a couple different parts. So to find the interest, what we have to do is first figure out what her monthly payment is. We're going to take that monthly payment and multiply it by how many total times she's going to make that payment, which is going to be 12 times per year times the number of years that the mortgage is for. So in this case, we're going to find Heather's monthly payment. We're going to multiply that by 12 and then multiply that by 30, because that'll give us the total amount that she has to pay back her mortgage. And then we'll take that amount and subtract from it the principal, or what she actually borrowed. Okay, so to write that out for you guys, in case you all are taking notes like the wonderful students that you all are, okay, to find the actual interest, okay, I'm going to kind of lean my computer here a little bit. We're going to say interest is going to equal, okay, so I'll break this down. So it's first our monthly payment, okay, times the number of payments, which would be times 12 times the number of years, which we know is T. Okay, and then we're going to subtract from that, okay, the original loan amount. Okay, so monthly payment times 12 times T, so that gives us the total value of the loan. I'll write that down too. So this number here is going to be the total of all our payments. Okay, so total payments minus the original loan amount. All right, so let's break this down. So first, we're going to use the formula from the last page to figure out what her monthly payment has to be. Okay, so I'm going to do it. Let's go purple. Let's hide this, extend the page a little bit. All right. So our monthly payment M, okay, again equals our principal first, and she borrowed $190,000. So first, guys, as a reminder, we want to put parentheses around the entire numerator and the entire denominator. So I'm going to start by writing it as 190,000. Okay, let's open up another parenthesis, and then we're going to write our interest rate, which was 6.4%. Let me just double check that. Yep, APR of 6.4%. So we're going to go ahead and write that as a decimal. So 0.064 divided by 12. Okay, close the parenthesis, open up another parenthesis, and then 1 plus 0.064 divided by 12, and then raised to 12 times 30, because it's 12t, so 12 times 30. I'm going to close the parenthesis on the numerator, or on the exponent, and close my parenthesis around my entire numerator. Okay, and then we're going to divide that entire thing. Again, I'm going to put a set of parentheses around my denominator, so let's put those in. Okay, and we're going to open up another one, and it's 1 plus 0.064 divided by 12 raised to the 12 times 30, all that minus 1, close our parentheses. If you remember from when we did these before, guys, I think the trickiest part is having those parentheses set up in your calculator. Okay, especially if you're trying to use your cell phone. Okay, your cell phone, you might have to break it into different parts. So you might have to write, 19,000 times, okay, add a grouping symbol and do this out together. Okay, I know it can be a little tricky, but again, just try your best. And with some practice, you'll kind of get the hang of exactly how to input into your calculator. Okay, but then when we do that, that gives us, and you know what would be a great idea, guys? Pause this right now and try this on your own to see what you get. Okay, and when you finish, we should get a monthly payment. Let me get this number. It's $1,188 and 46 cents. Okay, if you're having trouble with that, let's say you try it 2 times, you're still getting it wrong. Please send me a message, and I can maybe look at what you're doing wrong. If you want to, we can set up a Zoom meeting really quick. I can look at kind of how you're inputting into your calculator. We can fix that now, so you're getting this answer later on, because we are going to use this formula throughout the rest of this chapter. Okay, so now once I know what the monthly payment is, we want to figure out the interest is. So again, I'm going to take that number, so that 1188.46. Okay, and first let's figure out the total value that she's going to pay towards the mortgage. So is that 1,188.46, and we're making that payment 12 times per year for 30 years. Okay, and then when you enter in your calculator, so that 1188.46 times 12 times 30, we get $427,845.60. I want you all to think about that for a second. Holy moly. She only borrowed $190,000. But because it's a 30-year loan, she has to pay total. Again, this is assuming she just made that payment, didn't pay any extra, didn't pay it off early, of $427,000. Well, let's subtract away her principal, because that's going to give us the total interest that she has to pay of, let me put a little dollar sign here for you, $237,000, or $237,845.60. That is her interest. So almost more than what she borrowed, the bank gets in interest. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, let's try another one. So now we have Don and Barbara are looking for a home for which they would borrow $225,000. If they take a 30-year loan with an APR of 5%, what will be their total interest for the 30 years? Okay, again, guys, please go ahead, try this on your own. I love it. Try on your own, go through the whole step. Find the monthly payment first, then find the total value of all her payments, subtract away the principal, and see if you can find the interest on your own. Okay, if you're done, I'll go through it again. I want to be really careful about my parentheses when I find my monthly payment. So I'm going to write down every spot you should do your parentheses, okay? So my monthly payment, M, is going to equal, I'm going to start by opening up a parenthesis for my numerator. They're borrowing $225,000. That's my principal. Open up another parenthesis, and it's 0.05 divided by 12. Close that up. Open up another parenthesis. 1 plus 0.05 divided by 12, and that's raised to 12 times 30. And let's close the whole numerator, and we're going to divide all that by 1 plus 0.05 divided by 12. Let's raise that to 12 times 30. We're going to subtract 1 and then close our denominator. Okay? And once you get that in your calculator, you should get a monthly payment of $1,207.85. Okay? Now, to find the total amount that they're going to pay towards their mortgage, we're going to take that monthly amount. Let's take that $1,207.85 and multiply by how many times he makes the payment. It's 12 times per year. It's a 30-year loan, so we're multiplying that by 30 years. Okay? Which gives us a total value here of $434,826. Now let's subtract away the principal of $225,000, and our interest is going to equal $209,826.00. Whew, crazy, crazy. Not quite double her mortgage because the interest rate is a little lower here, but still, I'm not looking to give the bank $209,000 for nothing. Well, I guess for borrowing the money at that point, but crazy, crazy. All right, so here's what I want you guys to do, and I think it'd be an interesting thing for you guys to look at. Okay, your lesson check for today is to do out questions like this. The difference, though, is I'm giving you the same principal for the two questions and the same interest rate. What the difference is the length of your mortgage loan. So one's a 15-year loan, which means if you look at your formula, you're going to make T equal to 15 in both of these. And the other one's a 30-year loan. So what I want you guys to look at is if you figure out the interest you would pay for this 15-year loan and figure out the interest you pay on a 30-year loan, I want you to find what the difference in it is. How much more do you have to pay in interest if you take out a 30-year mortgage as opposed to a 15-year mortgage? Okay, so go ahead and I want you guys to do that on the Google form, which is posted on the P-Learning page. So what I'm going to do too is after each question, I'm going to try something new. And when you enter in your answer on the Google form, I'm going to put in a feedback, which would be a YouTube video of me going over each individual part. Because that way, if you made a mistake here in the 15-year loan, I don't want that to throw you off for the next two parts. So you're going to enter the 15-year. You can check to see what you had, see if you got that right. Try the 30-year loan. Again, link to a YouTube video, see if you're right, and then enter what your interest is at the end of that. Okay? If you have any questions, please shoot me a message on either Remind or on email. Okay? But if not, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.